Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, and today we're going to take a look at the Hunter's Long Coat. While this isn't one of the rarest outfits in the game, it is definitely one of the more sought after, and it does fetch a nice little price. Now, if you want to go about getting your hands on one, there's two ways that I know of getting it. One, buying it from another player, and two, farming for the rare outfit vendor. And I'll go over how you go about doing that. Fair warning, it can be a pain. But as for the outfit itself, it's going to cost you around 700 caps to buy it from the vendor. And it can easily sell from 4 to 5,000 caps. Sometimes more. I personally like to put mine at straight 4s. That way once the tax is taken off of it, I make 4,000 caps. Which is a nice profit off of the 700 that it costs to get it. But it does take some serious farming to get your hands on them. Well, depending on your luck. So, if you want to go about farming the vendor, this is what I like to do. I like to have a tent or a camp right here where I've got mine. Then you're going to spawn in from there. You're going to run across the bridge. I'm not going to speed this up. I'm just going to show you how it is if you're making the run. Now, when you get to the other side of the bridge, heading down the tracks, there is a spawn point on the tracks, right there where that Brahmin's at. We're going to pretend like we don't see that right now, and we'll continue on to the second spot. Because you just continue down the tracks, and you get to the next bridge. What you're going to do is you're going to run across the bridge just a little bit. I personally like to go past the third red line, and I'll stand there for a second, and then I'll slowly turn and look back at the barn, and something can spawn here. Of course, most of the time it's enemies, but you never know. I mean, you're farming for a rare vendor. It's going to take a little bit of effort. But anyways, if you're running down the tracks and you see the Brahmin over here and the two iBots, and your vendor bot isn't there, you need to turn around and run back across the bridge immediately. Because for some reason, he spawned way back here under the bridge. It doesn't make sense. It just works. But you get back here and you're going to have to protect him because enemies will spawn in and all around that area and they will murder him. He is a very, very weak robot. But once you've found him, get a friend or someone and you guys just take turns hopping and seeing what you get. In that instance, I was able to get the coat, and then if I wanted to, I could leave the server, come back in, possibly buy another coat from him. You never know. I've had where my friends have hopped in there and he's had 2 Hunter's Long Coats on him. Now, if you head right here, if you're wanting that black cowboy hat, there's a couple of them here. This is a lovely little spot from Cool and Unique Camp Locations. There's going to be 2 black cowboy hats chilling here. But that's pretty much going to wrap up these outfits. Next week, I want to go through a bunch of the other outfits you can get from that rare vendor and what they're worth. But that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you've enjoyed this. As usual, please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.